What's up, boopers? This will be a quick video. I just wanted to talk to the Blade and Soul crowd all about terror tanking, so I'm going to jump right into it. Boop! If you watched the previous video about Blackworm tanking, you've probably been zerging down the terrors as well for your keys. And they're easy to zerg, but kind of a nightmare for melee to get credit on sometimes. And all of the scummoners out there spamming taunt on their cats are not helping. So here's a quick demonstration on why stationary tanking terrors is bad and the proper way to do it. So for my first example, this is what happens when you send your cat in with taunt and press Q. The terror will execute his standard melee rotation on the cat, and included in this standard melee rotation is a spin, an AoE stun that cannot be blocked, and eventually a big red AoE that pisses everyone off, particularly on Vermilion. Once he executes his full melee rotation, he'll do it again. And this is bad. It makes damage dealing a nightmare for melee, and it gets a lot of people killed, especially on Vermilion. So either don't tell your cat to taunt at all, or let's learn the proper way to use our pussies and prevent the terror from ever casting a red AoE. So what we actually want to do as summoners is send our cat in and tell it to taunt with Q. But then we want to hit E to get it back to us. What this does is it forces the boss to reset his melee rotation and use ranged attacks. He'll do an AoE stun, which you can strafe yourself out of, and sometimes your cat out of as well. Then he will pull the cat in, then usually do a frontal attack on the cat. You want to know what he's not doing during this time? Spinning, AoE stunning, and casting red AoE. And as long as you can keep doing this with your cat, continuously resetting his melee attack rotation, he will never cast the red AoE, and the amount of spin attacks and stuns he does to the melee drops significant. Now obviously, by yourself, the cat is likely to die while doing this on Vermilion, but if two summoners do it, or there's a Zerg attacking him, you will have time to res your pet before he goes through a rotation on a target in melee and start the process again. And let's not forget, we can use the power of our kitty to prevent the boss from resetting if he starts getting too far away. So, long story short, taunting with your cat is bad, and if you do it, you should feel bad. Taunting with your cat and pressing E is good, and makes you stop the boss from killing everyone, turning yourself from a scummoner into a hero. That's all I'm gonna say. Happy terror farming, I am booping out. Boop.